You walked in the hallway before stopping in front of your locker and opened it to get your books out. But then your eyes fell on a letter and a beautiful red rose kept on top of it. Your lips curled up into a smile because you know who is this from. Your secret admirer. Sadly, you don't know who the person is, but somewhere it makes you happy to see a letter written for you from the past 5 days. You open it curious to know what new has written inside it. A smile appeared on your face, but then, oh, another letter from your secret admirer, huh? You flinched slightly by her sudden appearance and quickly put the letter in your locker before locking it. Your cheeks turned pink and you walked ahead trying to avoid her so she can't see the blush on your face. What are you doing here? I wish I also have a secret admirer, and then I would also receive love letters and roses, she said, teasing you while trying to catch you. It's not that great. You never know who the person is. She nudged your elbow teasingly. I can see that, but still, who could it be? I don't know, but I'm going to find out. And then you both went to your class. After making yourself comfortable on your seat, you take out your book and pretended to read, but your thoughts were fixed on the secret admirer. Your thoughts interrupted by the screams of girls, and that only happens when school's popular boy enters the classroom or school. They go crazy whenever they see him. But he never pays attention to them. He came inside and sat on his seat. He has a friend circle who includes other handsome guys in your class. Hey Ryan, he said, turning towards you. Jimin is also your friend. What? Can you give me yesterday's class notes? Why, where's your? He rubbed the back of his neck and smiled awkwardly. Actually, I forgot to bring mine and I need to solve this question. You sighed before taking out a file from your bag and gave him. I need them too. I'll be quick. Jungkook closed his eyes in annoyance when some girls were not going to their seats and eating his head, although he was showing no interest and was getting annoyed. He was about to lose his temper when the teacher came in the class, and all those girls left. He rolled his eyes. Everyone, get back to your seats. You were walking in the hallway with Nancy and Jimin, who was continuously talking to you while Jungkook was following three of you from back. Jimin, he called his name, making all of you turn to look at him. What happened? You guys go ahead, I'll come later. I have to go somewhere. Where? He asked after getting confused. I have some work to finish. You all looked at each other and shrugged your shoulders. Okay, we'll wait at the cafeteria. He nodded and you all left, leaving him alone in the hallway. Jungkook's POV. When I made sure that they are gone, I looked around to see if someone is here or watching me, but because it was break time, so everyone was having lunch in the cafeteria. I took out a letter from my pocket and walked towards Ryan's locker. I opened her locker because I have a spare key and that's a secret too. And then I put the letter along with a pendant inside it. I wish I could tell you my feelings, but why I'm nervous? I'm just afraid of losing our friendship. What if you distance yourself after finding out that I like you? He closed the locker and walked towards the cafeteria. After some time, he came where you, Jimin and Nancy were sitting. Nancy looked at him. Where did you go? Jungkook looked at her and got nervous when she asked like that. Washroom. Oh really? He said teasingly but stopped when Jungkook gave him a death glare. Guys, our exams are coming soon, so why don't we do some fun some day before that? It will be a hectic month. I can't join. He said, eating his food. I also have some work. Oh, really? Then the bell rang and you all went back to your class. You came back home after school and were thinking about Jungkook. You have a crush on him from the past 4 years but you never told him. Suddenly you got up from the bed and walked towards your desk before opening the drawer. You take out all the letters that you are getting every day from the secret admirer. You exhaled heavily. I wish I could know you. But then suddenly something hits your mind. But wait, I can match the handwriting to find out who he is. I'll get to know easily if he's from my class. Jimin and Jungkook came out from the gaming center. It was fun. How did you feel after losing 3 times? Jimin rolled his eyes. Your luck today. Jungkook chuckled, then there was silence for some time before Jimin broke it. Yeah, Jungkook, why don't you tell Ryan that you like her? Jungkook looked at him and then straight as they started to walk again. What if she doesn't feel the same and it ended up breaking our friendship? Jimin put his hand on his shoulder. You think a lot. Every girl in our school is after you. How can she say no? That's the difference. She's not like other girls. She's different, a lot different. These days you come to school in excitement, eager to see if your secret admirer left a letter or not. You checked your locker and found a letter with a pendant. A smile appeared on your face. You put the letter in your book and walked towards the class while smiling. You came in the class but got confused to see the whole setup change. But then you remember that the teacher has talked about new seating arrangement. You guys are gonna get new seating partners. You walked towards the board and started to look for your name. Seat number 3 in 3rd row. You shrugged your shoulders and walked towards your seat but looked confused because both the tables were hidden behind the gifts and flowers. What's that? You flinched when she came out of nowhere. You always scares me. Can't you see all these gifts? She gave you a confused look. These are not for you. Of course not. Why would someone give me these many gifts? Then it can only belongs to one person. Your eyes widen and the heart skip a beat after realizing. It's Jungkook. He's my seatmate. She teasingly nudged your elbow. Someone got lucky today, huh? Your cheeks turned pink. Shut up. But I have heard a rumor that Jungkook and Leah are dating. What? Are you stupid? You said, looking at her disappointed. What? Everyone is talking about it. Your heart dropped hearing that. Jungkook also walked inside the classroom and he checked his seat number before walking towards you and Nancy. He sighed, looking at the table and removed all the gifts before sitting on his seat. What happened? He asked when he noticed that you were looking at him. You shook your head. Nothing. Hey, did you find anything about your secret admirer? You sighed and shook your head, still trying. Your attention was on Jungkook, but as always, he was on his phone. Let me help you. I will suggest you some name and you find out who can have chances, okay? Will it work? Let's try. You nodded. Jungkook's attention was on you and he was listening to everything, only pretending to be on his phone. Sungwoo. You looked at her. We are enemies. Taemin, Mark, Felix. She kept on saying the names and you disapproved. Jungkook. He said, popping out of nowhere, making all of you startled. Jungkook gave him a death glare. You came out of nowhere. Sorry, I was just helping. Ryan seems to be waiting for Jungkook's name. Your cheeks turned pink and you looked at Jungkook but couldn't able to. Shut up. Luckily the teacher came in the class, saving you from embarrassment. You looked at Jungkook with the corner of your eyes. After the class over, you came to get your swimming dress from the locker as today you all are having your swimming classes, but when you opened the locker you found a letter which was the second time this day. Again? You looked around and then opened it to read. The time will come when I know you and you'll know me. I hope I can tell you how much you mean to me. Your secret admirer. You smiled and folded the letter. Me too. I wanna see who likes me this much. You took out your stuff and left from there. Jungkook came out of behind the locker and leaned against it before releasing a big sigh. I can't wait now. The class got over, but you came back again because you have lost something that was so important for you. Where did I lose it? Why I'm so clumsy? Ash. I might have dropped it inside the water. You jumped inside the pool. Yeah, what are you doing? You flinched when a sudden voice came because it was all empty, but you know who it belongs to, and your heart skipped a beat seeing him in the pool, bare chest. Jungkook, what are you doing here? You quickly swim to the edge of the pool. I was looking for something. What? Then you realized something and sat on the edge. It's none of your business. You were about to leave when he swam to you and grabbed your arm before pulling you closer in the water, making your eyes widened. What are you doing? You said getting shocked. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not. You said looking away. Now let me go. You tried to free your hand but his grip was too tight. Then I'm asking something, he said coldly while you rolled your eyes. My pendant. It's gone and I'm looking for it. Happy? Now let me go. He released your hand and backed up a little to give you some space. Was it that important? Yes, but you'll never understand how much that pendant meant to me. You stood up and left from there. Was it the same one that I gave to her? He dived inside the pool to find the necklace and yes, it was inside the water. He picked it and a smile appeared on his face. So this pendant meant a lot to you. He smiled and came out of the pool. You came in the class and saw only a few students was there. Nancy called you when she saw you. Yeah, where did you go? You came near her, looking for something, but what are you doing? You saw looking at the pile of notebooks lined up on her desk. You remember that your secret admirer wrote a line where he said that whenever he enters inside the class, his eyes only look for you. This was awkward and seeing Jimin with her, you got a little embarrassed. Yes, but what are you gonna do about that? It means he's from our class and this is confirmed. You never think about this and it was such a strong point. Yes, you're right. Let's match the handwritings with that letter. First we'll go with boys because there's 99.9% chances of having a boy. You nodded and then you took out the letter. How is it possible? It's not matching with anyone. You sighed. That means he's not from this class. Jungkook's notebook is not here. He spoke all of a sudden while you and Nancy looked at each other. Right. There's no use. It can never be him. How can you say that without checking? Nancy nodded agreeing with him but you got up annoyingly. Because he's already having a girlfriend. You left from the class leaving them dumbfounded. Girlfriend? When did he make a girlfriend? Nancy looked at him. I told her that a rumor is going on that Jungkook is dating Leah. Are you stupid? You came out of the class but stopped when you saw Jungkook coming from the other side. Your eyes met but then you walked to leave but he came in front of you. Your pendant. I found it. He said, extending his hand towards you while you see your pendant on his palm. You looked at him. In the pool? He nodded. Thank you. You said, taking it. You said, I'll never understand what it meant to you. He spoke, making you look at him. Sorry for being rude. He shook his head. It's okay, but can I ask you why it is so important? There was a silence for some time. It's from someone who loves me. He raised his brow. Are you in a relationship? I don't know. I don't know the owner of this pendant too, but he seems to be a lovely guy. You like him? Is he good? You find his question strange but decided to let him know. Yes, he has become a special part of my life and I would love to meet him one day. And you left from there. You didn't receive a letter today, but a card in which your secret admirer wants you to come to the rooftop because he wants to meet you. Excitement and nervousness, both were equal inside you, but when you came at the rooftop, you found Jungkook. Your heart dropped. Jungkook? What are you doing here? He turned towards you while his hands in his pockets and sleeves rolled up that always makes him more attractive. Can I ask you the same? You hid the card behind you and spoke nervously. I came to meet someone. And I called someone to meet. Suddenly it hits you and your eyes widen. Are you the one who put those letters inside my locker? Don't lie, Jungkook. Only you know how badly you wanted him to accept it because you would be so happy if he turned out to be that secret admirer. Without any hesitation, he nodded. Yes, it's me. I'm your secret admirer. Time seems to stop around you. The guy you have been crushed on from past 4 years holds the same feelings for you. Nothing can be more beautiful than that. I'm the one who was letting you know how I feel for you. Why secretly? Why didn't you just tell me? Because I was afraid whether you liked me or not. I'm in love with you from past 4 years. How can I not like it? He seems to be surprised to hear that. You like me? You nodded. Yes, and a lot. A smile appeared on his face and he hugged you and you hugged him back because this was the best feeling ever.